Chaos. Doing some spiritual dev today. Spiritual. Dev in the building. Let's go. Let's talk about it. On this Chaos thing. Let's go. I want to talk about, I think that cryptocurrency is a scam. And I could just go on and be basic and say it has something to do with the fact you can't track this in the bank, and Bitcoin is going down. Like down. So when you put money in Bitcoin, yeah, you lose a lot. And it was going to do that anyways because there's no bank to track it, first of all. You know, and I could end the video right there and just say that, but I'm going to go in depth the reason why. Let's just put Bitcoin as with collectibles, comic books, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, anything. I can run up to you and for Yu-Gi-Oh tell you anything from OCG Yu-Gi-Oh, such as the Blue Eyes Ultimate from the Premium Pack 3, or the Mythological Age promo Black Skull Dragon that was Ultimate Rare. I can tell you that stuff's worth a lot more than a Legend of Blue Eyes was. I can tell you that it's worth more than the Exotic pieces. But there's no facts to prove it. There's no facts to back up the claim that is just that. You know? The reason I keep putting this in here is because it's just like it is. Bitcoin fluctuates. It goes up, it goes down. Just like with trade cards, comic books, or anything. You could have a first appearance of Thanos in a comic book, but since the movie has been gone and stuff like that, it's been done and over with, you get one now, it'll still be worth a little bit of money, but it ain't gonna be worth as much money as when Infinity War and Endgame came out. So you just got no offense, just a good looking collectible you can put on your wall and tell your friends and show off. That's about it. It's like for like the Pokemon cards, I think the basic set Charizard should be worth more than the Crystal type. It should be worth more than the Blaine's Charizard. It should be worth more than the Dark Charizard from the Team Rocket pack. Irregardless of the fact that Team Rocket packs are actually, you know, low and low in stock because of short printing. But you get the point. It's the same thing with NFT. I could draw you a picture right now and tell you my drawing is worth $55,000. But that's because I can say that. But I can have the other guy look at my art and say it's trash, it's garbage, you ain't getting a single cent from me. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing to track these stuff. There's no way to track NFTs. There's no way. In fact, NFTs have now kind of gone out of the trending market anyways. There's no way to track Bitcoin, so it's going down. Whatever money you have in Bitcoin right now, if you did put some money in Bitcoin, take that shit out and pocket it. Because there's just no way to track it. It's just some nerd saying it's worth that much. But there's no... See, the thing with money, there's always going to be a bank involved. A bank can tell you exactly what something is worth. You know. Even if we go back to gold. Again, gold will only be worth so much, and then there'll be something else, then there'll be something else. Because the barter system, and then we got paper money. You know, it goes from one thing to another. Like, let's just go back to Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yu-Gi-Oh cards don't move at card stores like Pokemon cards do anymore. Magic and Pokemon has taken over the trading cards scene right now. The only thing that's going to move is Magic the Gathering and Pokemon now. So that's how I've been getting some of my cards I need cheap, because it's not moving as much as those things. Even though they're doing the right things, it's just the fact that something gets more valuable than the others. Like I said, you can have a first appearance comic with Thanos, and you'll still get a decent amount of change for it, but you're not going to get the full amount that it used to be when Infinity War came out and Endgame came out, because those movies are past, and that's what made those first appearance of comics actually valuable. They had to reprint them in Legends for people who can't afford the original printings. Because the original printings are the original printings with the original ink and original text and original ads that you can't get nowhere else. But it's just the same thing with, like I said, again, it fluctuates. You shouldn't get yourself involved in anything that fluctuates, because one day, yeah, you could be making a lot of money. And when Bitcoin was at its top, and, you know, when Bitcoin was at its top, you know, When Bitcoin was at, sorry, I got to add. Sorry, I'm playing some music on my phone. Some smooth jazz music because I'm only talking to you, but okay, we're done with that. But it's like, when Bitcoin was high enough, I would have went for that and then took the money out immediately when it was high. But now, if you put money in Bitcoin, I'm going to think you're a fool. You might as well give your favorite streamer all that money you put in Bitcoin right now, because you're not getting that back. It's going down, down, down. You're getting less and less putting money in Bitcoin. And the same thing with NFTs. I want to know, and if someone can debate me in the comments, someone could tell me, someone could make a video response, I don't care, of how to check the value of NFTs. Because I can make some artwork right now and tell you it costs $5,000. It could be the shittiest thing I make. It could be something that Chris Chan Sonichu drawing, and I say it's worth $55,000. And if people are stupid enough to buy it, then you're dumb. I'm sorry. You deserve to get ripped off. Because how do you measure its value? You can't measure its value at all. Sorry about that. I just get frustrated when people do some stupid things. Because I've been real broke because of poor personal choices. I'm not gonna say on here what that personal choice was, but just know that it frustrates me when I see people be stupid and then they cry like, "How come this is going out badly, bud? Why is this happening to me, bud?" Because you invest your money in scams. I could literally tell you something is worth something, but how do you check it? How do you check it? You can't check it. You can't check the value. Sorry, I'm getting so animated. You can't. And as a collector, it baffles me. It baffles me. It's like I said. Let's go back to the Yu-Gi-Oh thing. I think a Blue Eyes Ultimate from a premium pack, OCG pack, because it's a very short print and it was like the very first things that was in Japan, the very first cards ever. I would say that after Bandai, I think those should be worth a lot more than what they should. But the Blue Eyes Ultimate is at least $23 at its highest. $50 to $60 graded. Just because no one's looking to buy the OCG stuff. A Legend of Blue Eyes first edition is way more than that. But just because I say the OCG should be worth more does not mean shit. I don't run the collector's rarity. I don't run the grading. Process. I'm just a nerd who collects shit. That's it. You're gonna listen to a nerd who just collects shit? No. You're gonna listen to someone who's professional in the field. And it's like that with the Bitcoin and everything like that and NFTs. There's no bank involved. There's no specific professional involved in this stuff. So how do you track that stuff? How do you track what's valuable and what's not? And if it keeps fluctuating up and down, that's not a good thing, bud. When it goes up, take it out immediately. Cut your losses. And NFTs, they're about to go down too. No one's wanting to buy NFTs anymore now. It's out of style. No one's even talking about NFTs no more. So I wouldn't even be bothering by, But I'm just saying, I could make artwork and call it an NFT, but just because I think it's worth $5,000 does not mean Timmy or Bob or whatever thinks it's that much. But it irritates me also because I'm a collector too, so I get these debates all the time. Like I said, for Pokemon cards, I think the base set Charizard is worth more than Crystal Type, more than Team Rocket. Team Rocket is short print, and more than Blaine's Charizard. For Yu-Gi-Oh, I think any of the Japanese OCG from premium packs and specialty packs should be worth more than even a Legend of Blue Eyes pack, but it's not going to because I'm not a professional. I can't decide what's worth something and what's not. I can speculate and learn the market and research the market. It's the same thing with first appearance in comic books. Now, I love the first appearance of all of my favorite characters. I can't get everything. I was lucky to get a Gambit first appearance, and it's signed by Stan Lee, which is on my back wall. But I can't decide if a first appearance character is that rare just because I think it should be sold that way. Just because I decide does not mean anything. I think, and that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to compare it to the Bitcoin and NFT situation. There's no bank to decide what's valuable in Bitcoin. There's no professional NFT, grader or professional that says this NFT is worth something because of this or that. Like with NFTs, does it have to be a memory? Does it have to just be weird art? Or how does this work? And not only that, it's digital. If I'm going to pay a lot of money for artwork, I want a physical I can store. So when I have my own place, I can store it on the wall or something like that. Because I love art. I'm an artist myself. I paint all the time. I paint every single day, whatever it is. You can see my Instagram, and I paint, man. I'm a painter. But it's just how do you understand the value of that stuff without a professional eye looking at that? That's all I gotta ask. And if you got a good rebuttal, please leave in the comments. Make a video. May the crystal be with you. And do your research on stuff like that. Before getting into these things. Because personally, I think it's a scam. May the crystal be with you.